Hey guys, Movie Junkie for Life here, and I'm trying to squeeze in as many of these reviews as I can right now because I'm a little backed up. I did get to see Mechanic Resurrection, so I'm going to hit you guys up with that one really soon. But this one is a little late out of the gate. This is my review of Ben Hur. This is a remake of the original Ben Hur, which I think came out in like 1950 something with Charlton Heston. And there's been about 6 or 7 of these remakes, depending on if you're counting television series and so forth. I've never seen any of the Ben Hur movies ever. I know it's a big deal. It's just not my cup of tea, those old biblical movies and stuff, because frankly, to me, they would run way too long. I like the average is like those movies would be like 3.5 hours long. So no, I'm not gonna do that to myself. So this Ben Hur stars, I think, Jack Houston and Toby Cabell as Judah Ben Hur, who, by the way, I didn't realize Ben Hur had a first name. Judah Ben Hur and his adopted brother here, whose name I can't remember. He's Roman. And of course, the story is these are two brothers. They grow up together until they take very different paths, with his brother joining the Roman army. And due to a misunderstanding, his brother betrays him and sells Ben Hur into slavery almost. It's more like a work detail, a prison work detail, where he's chained in a boat and he has to row this boat forever and ever, amen. And of course he escapes due to war and an accident, and the ship falls apart and he washes up on shore and he gets his chance for revenge. So the main moral of this movie, of course, is revenge or redemption versus revenge. You know, forgiveness, and you letting go of these things that people have wronged you, or you can seek revenge, and then what else do you get out of it? You know, the acting here on the part of Jack Houston as Judah Ben Hur is pretty decent. Who else? I think Morgan Freeman is in this. I think Morgan Freeman's Ras did more acting than Morgan Freeman, but let's face it, Morgan Freeman, he's a kind of guy that he doesn't have to do much to be awesome. So you enjoy Morgan Freeman. Everybody loves Morgan Freeman, and you enjoy him no matter what it is he does. He could have 5 seconds on screen and he's epic. And that there's no difference here. Toby Cabell, who I actually really love this guy. I've loved him since Rock and Roll. I think he's awesome. He's been in Wrath of the Titans. He's Koba in Planet of the Apes. And he's also been in Warcraft recently. So he does a lot of that CGI motion capture thing. And he in this, unfortunately, he's really just kind of one note through the entire film. He doesn't have much emotional growth, and even at the end something happens between him and Ben Hur, and it's supposed to be emotional. It's supposed to be this big dramatic moment between the two of them, and I felt nothing. And I think that's the main problem with this movie. Visually, this movie looks really good. You know, the chariot scene was very good. The original is epic because, let's face it, it was done with real horses, and unfortunately real horses died and stuff doing that. Here, of course, they're not going to let that happen, but it doesn't look in any way CGI'd. It looks really, really good. And my favorite scene actually was the scene where he's strapped to the ship, Ben Hur, and he's rowing, and they're rowing into war, and they have to ram this other ship, even though it would probably kill everybody on board to do this. I thought the ocean battle scene was better than the chariot scene, but I enjoyed all of it all around. The rest of it is just, you know what? It's a pretty looking movie. It's visually appealing. It's acted okay, but this is not the kind of movie that's going to resonate with you. You're going to see it and then you're going to forget about it. And I think that's the main problem. You spend that kind of money on a movie, because I think the budget on this movie was like $250 million, and that includes marketing and stuff like that. You don't spend that kind of money on a movie that is just going to be okay. And more, we're seeing a lot of that in cinema. We're seeing these big budget blockbuster movies. But at the end of the day, are they really the kind of movies that are going to resonate with you for the rest of your life? And the answer is really no. It's the smaller movies like Lights Out and The Conjuring and Swiss Army Man. And these are the movies people are really connecting with. So Ben Hur, unfortunately, while it's not a bad movie at all, if you'll see it, you'll enjoy it while you're watching it, and then you're just going to forget everything about it. So I think if you're a fan of the original Ben Hur, this movie is probably going to piss you off. I saw this with a friend and my boyfriend. My boyfriend is a huge fan of the original movie, and he did not like this at all. He said this gets a 1 out of 5 as far as he's concerned. Me, having never seen the original, I enjoyed this movie. But I do agree there is no real emotional connection with this film and its cast. So I'm going to give Ben Hur a 6.5 out of 10. Okay, guys, till next time. Bye-bye.